Hello, fellow gamers. Today, we'll be talking about the beauty of UI design in video games. UI, in simplest terms, describes the interaction between a user and a computer system, which will in turn relay information back to the user. UI is an interesting subject to talk about because a game's UI can convey so much about what a game is about and what kind of experience it wants to give to its players. Is the game about embodying a character and putting you in the same mindset as them? Is the game about immersing the player in a fantastical world, where the areas the player explores are the focal point? Or is the game about making you feel vulnerable and absorbed in the game's dark and foreboding atmosphere? But how can important systems in video games, like health bars, ammo, etc., be relayed to users with little to no heads-up display or traditional UI elements? Diegetic UI are elements within the world or context of a game that convey information. Just like traditional UI, information like health, ammo, or current status can be delivered to the player, but in a much more immersive fashion by containing these elements within the confines of the actual game world or narrative. Games that do an excellent job of showcasing Diegetic UI as a holistic choice include the Dead Space franchise. The player's health is displayed on the player's suit as the blue light that runs down the player's spine. Additionally, the player's inventory and other interactable objects in the world are in-universe holograms. That goes for the reticule and ammo display while in combat as well. Not only do these elements serve to deliver information to the player, just as traditional UI does, they also serve to build out the Dead Space universe. Another great example of diegetic UI comes from Metroid Prime, acting as a pseudo-re-envisioning of Metroid with a jump from 2D on the Super Nintendo to 3D on the Nintendo GameCube. Developer Retro Studios transformed the game into a first-person shooter while still retaining the trademark gameplay of Metroid. The UI in Prime is designed to look like the inside of Samus's helmet, with all the essential elements one would expect: health, ammo for missiles, and targeting reticule. Metroid Prime goes a step further to immerse the player by having the UI sway as the player moves and even reacts to the environment. If the player is in a hot area, steam will appear on the visor. If the player looks up when it's raining, raindrops will appear. And sometimes in combat, the player can catch a quick glimpse of the character's reflection. All of these elements work in tandem to immerse the player while also not taking anything away. So yeah, diegetic UI is pretty cool. Thanks for watching.